Broadcasting from Mount San Antonio College and streaming online at mountrockradio.com. KSAK Walnut. This is the all-new 90.1 FM Mount Rock. It's the morning climb here on the all-new 90.1 FM Mount Rock. And a very tumultuous Thursday from the campus of Mount San Antonio College. Stay with us. It's 90.1 FM Mount Rock.
Everyone's watching to see what you do. Everyone's looking at you. Oh, everyone's wondering, will you come out tonight? Everyone's trying to get it right, get it right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. Oh, you want a piece of my heart? You better start from the start. You wanna be in the show? Come on, baby, let's go! Everyone's looking to see if it was you. Everyone wants you to come through. Everyone's hoping it'll all work out. Everyone's waiting, they're holding out. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Hey, hey, everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. Oh, you want a piece of my heart? You better start from the start. You wanna be in the show? Come on, baby, let's go! You want a piece of my heart? You better start from the start. You wanna be in the show? Come on, baby, let's go. You want a piece of my heart? You better start from the start. You wanna be in the show? Come on, baby, let's go.
Little Lover Boy kicking off the weekend here. Kinda, sorta. It's 90.1 FM Mount Rock. This is the Morning Climb. I'm Alan Bailey, and in the studio with me, we have a couple of interesting characters. We have... You're an interesting character. You, not so much.
Oh,
Ben.
come on.
You're wacky.
I am. Well, it's not even Wednesday, but I can be wacky. So, in the studio with us, we have the very lovely Eileen.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
And of course, we have the master of musical disaster in the next room,
Oh.
Ben.
Master musical disaster, really?
Yes, Ben the Master Magnet. You like that nickname, don't lie.
I like the master, but I don't like being called a musical disaster.
Well, you are a musical disaster.
Oh, come on!
Last time was wacky. That's why I called you Wacky Ben. On behalf of Alan.
Yeah, I remember that, unfortunately.
Nice. Well, we
Oh,
got
gosh.
an interesting show planned for you today. Coming at you from the campus of Mount San Antonio College. We're going to be taking a look at traffic here in just a few minutes. Get a look at those freeways, see how they're doing. We're going to take a look at news headlines after that, followed by an interesting sports report. I'm wearing my Angels hat and they won.
Shut up.
Ben's a Dodger fan. I'm an Angel fan.
Born and raised under the Dodgers flag.
It gets interesting in this studio.
Oh, it
Oh
does.
gosh.
It does.
I'll be the mediator.
It does. It gets very interesting. And Eileen's the I guess the filling in
The
this ice cream
middleman.
sandwich.
All right, Alan, if you think it's interesting between us, you should have seen me and a girl I dated, diehard Dodgers fan. She's diehard Angels fan.
Oh,
That would have been
gosh.
interesting.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that the reasons why we stopped seeing each other was because of the baseball team.
Oh, that's
We just our
sad.
teams couldn't get along.
I
so
know.
I love you, but you bleed red. I
We can't
bleed I
play
bleed
together.
blue. Just no work. We can't play together. It's good. We're gonna get a sports update. Chris Murray's gonna be coming in here
Oh,
towards the
yeah.
bottom of the hour. Both hours actually. Give us a sports update. So
Yeah.
there's that as well. But guys, I something I did yesterday.
What did you do?
I've never done this before. I went
Wow.
to a local comic book swap meet, memorabilia swap meet.
It's more of a collectible show.
Well, yeah, it's. I guess you could. Frank and Sons in the City of Industry here, and not too far from our studios. I had never been there, and my girlfriend was like bugging me all day. She's like, "I want to go to Frank and Sons. I want to go to Frank and Sons," and I'm like, "Okay." I knew of it, and I knew it was this cool place. I'd never been, so I was like, "Okay, we'll go." So went out, got some food, and then we went. And you know what? It was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that place. I walked through and I was like, she didn't warn me that they only take cash.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
So I had
that's,
20 bucks in my pocket, and I'm thinking, yeah, but an ATM fixed that nicely. So
Yeah.
I got
Good.
I got some interesting things, guys.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
saw that you got a really cool Dark Knight picture up in your office.
Yeah, I got this really cool, a screen print of the Joker and Batman when
Oh,
they're being
wow.
interrogated up in the office in there. And what else did I get?
You-
I actually bought some comic books.
Duh!
Kinda.
Alan Bailey bought comic books? What kind of sorcery is this?
I bought two like things of comics, like a series of 5.
Really?
The Venom comic books that came out in the 90s. The first 5 were Venom. Something Protector. I don't remember what it was called.
Neither do I, dude. You gotta bring them in and show them to me, man.
I probably will here next
And
week.
It's kind of funny how you said you were there yesterday, because I was also there yesterday as well.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got the new Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I got the new I pretty much got DC Comics. That's all I get.
Mm-hmm.
I got the new Superman that came out. I got the new Before Watchmen Communion that came out, and also I got last week's Red Hood and the Outlaws. So I caught up on Red Hood. I got the new Superman, which I was really excited to read because you know me, I'm a diehard Superman fan, and also the Before Watchmen Comedian number 2 of 6. So
Wow.
I read all those last night.
Dork.
Yeah.
A lot of comic info I have no idea about.
I'm with you, Eileen. I was like, I think Venom's cool. I'll get the Venom.
I think that's how I would be.
That's what I did. I was like, Venom's cool. This cover looks cool.
Exactly,
$10 $10 for 5. I'm getting this one.
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah,
But-
I got Spider-Man with Venom on the cover. Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah.
$5. I'm down.
You also know what I saw yesterday I really wanted, but I didn't want to.
What?
If I had the extra money, I probably would have bought
What?
an old Action Comics book with featuring the Joker.
Oh, nice.
It was a Superman in Action Comics, and on the cover it had the Joker with a Joker-style Superman cape. The title of it was "Jokes on You," and I was like, I want to read this.
Nice.
That's cool.
I mean, trust me, you can go to Frankenstein's and you could bring like $300 with you, and you could spend that all in 5 minutes.
Wow.
You know what I saw? I was walking around that place with my girlfriend, and I was like, I saw modern art. I really did. You know, in Iron Man, how it was that really cool portrait of Iron Man that they had done. They had those, but just the heads, just the heads of like all the Avengers and a number of superheroes as well in the Marvel universe, and they were all the same size, and they were all kind of put together, and that was art to me.
Yeah.
And we both agreed we're gonna
Sounds
buy
like it.
when we have the extra cash, we're gonna buy all the characters, which it was like 20 of them. and just tile a wall
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly.
and make this really cool collage.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really cool. Like it wasn't tacky at all. Very very
No.
tastefully done.
Yeah.
So
I think I know which ones you're talking about because they also had the DC. They had the DC ones, right?
I think so.
The
Yeah.
DC Heroes.
Yeah, they do. They do. They
The
do.
DC Heroes. That's what I want.
Yeah.
When I move to Northridge, I'm gonna plaster all those up on my wall.
I totally see him doing that.
Wow.
Like,
I
like,
do-
no,
oh,
like
yeah.
you could tell.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could tell right where his side of the room starts and where the other one begins, because it's like posters, superhero nerddom this way, normal that way.
No, not so normal.
Well, let's be honest. You normal.
Yeah, good play.
Good
No,
one.
actually, two things I really want to get before I do go to CSUN.
What's that?
The Dark Knight Rises teaser poster that they have, because I saw that.
Are you referring to the one where it's like the building? crushing?
The building's falling down.
I
Yeah.
have that one.
Give it to me.
No.
Well, not that, and also the Men of Steel poster. They have both
Yeah,
of
that's
them
a cool one.
They have both of them side by side. I want those to be up in my dorm room when I move to Northridge.
That'd be really cool.
It would be.
It'd be, but they cost monies.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, though, you walk into a bare, blank, Cal State Northridge dorm room. You're like, oh, this is just like every other dorm room.
How big are those dorms?
They're about the size of, well, the bedrooms where I'm gonna be sleeping in, they're about the size of that, a tad bit smaller.
Of our studio that we're in?
Yeah.
This is the size of your bedroom?
No, I lied. It's not.
Oh my
It's
god.
okay, it's a little bigger than that.
a
Without
little
How do
bigger
you
than
fit a
this?
bed in here?
without all the stuff in it.
This size for just
Still.
you.
Actually, it's been a while, so I can't remember.
I hope it's
Oh
this
my
one
gosh.
and the studio.
Exactly.
Yeah,
unit.
it is.
exactly.
It is.
Oh, it's this.
Okay, it's this.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
that's
okay.
still kind of small.
Yeah,
It's
but
a little.
It's not half bad, but
it's
it's
actually
still
pretty
kinda,
elongated, though. I'm
It's
pretty
elongated.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
if you put the square footage
Mm-hmm.
and you elongate it a little bit, it's really nice.
Do you understand what square footage means?
Okay, got me there.
You don't know what square footage means?
Square feet, yeah.
What's a square foot? Define it.
A foot that's a square.
but that's a square.
You're
Good one.
picturing somebody with perfectly square feet right now, going, "That's what it is, aren't
No,
you?"
I'm not.
Be honest. That's what you're picturing, isn't it?
No, I'm picturing an actual square, the shape, and being 1 foot that way, 1 foot that way, 1 foot that way.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A.
He doesn't understand it.
No, I don't.
You really don't understand what a square
It
foot
sounded nice, Alan. Leave him.
is. You don't understand what
It's
I'm blown
early.
away by this.
It's early.
See, Eileen's like, in her head, she's got the definition because she's just done a whole lot of movement. So she's like, "Oh, I know square feet.
Oh,
I know square feet."
I don't. When I move,
Really?
I'm thinking, okay, I think I can fit all this in one.
How
place.
many? How many? Wait.
Do you measure by your arm? Like, okay, this is the size of my arm. I'll
No.
remember that.
Hey,
the
hey.
size of my foot. That I'll remember that
I just look
measurement.
at a blank space and go, I think I can fit something there.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
How many? I got a question for you. How many inches are in a foot?
12.
Okay. How many inches are in a square foot?
12?
I honestly cannot answer.
Square inches in a foot.
144?
No, I think you're far from it.
Okay, you guys.
I'm having a little too much
you
fun.
guys
with
are
this
just
one.
making fun of me, okay?
Duh.
Nah.
We love you, but this has blown me away.
We were talking about how I was gonna put cool stuff up in my dorm room to make it not so bland and boring.
And I'm blown away.
And when my friends walk in, they can say, "Oh wow, this is actually a pretty wicked dorm room."
Oh, yeah.
Granted.
You got Dark Knight and Man of Steel posters right there. You got a Pulp Fiction poster over there. You got other cool stuff in your room. This is a nice room. I like this room.
It is 8:15. We're going to take you out to the freeways in just a little bit, right here on the Morning Climb. Stay with us on 90.1 FM, Mount Rock.
When the sun comes up on a sleepy little town down around San Antonio, and the folks are rising for another day round about their home. The people of the town are strange,
KSAK Walnut.
We're talking about the time to grow. Time to grow. Every day there's a new thing coming. The ways of it are in view. The sheriff and his buddies with a samurai sword. You can even hear the music at night. And though it's a part of the Lone Star State, people don't seem to care. They just keep on looking to the east. Talking about the time to grow. Time to grow.
All right, let's take a look at those SoCal freeways with your 90.1 traffic update. On the 5 north off of Lakewood Boulevard, there's a wreckage to look out for. Expect delays. On the 405 south, there's a disabled vehicle blocking the central lane, which is really slowing down traffic. On the 60 west, San Gabriel Boulevard, with a hazard creating a sluggish drive. On the 5 north at Lakewood Boulevard and Rosemead Boulevard, there's an incident blocking the right shoulder. On 60 West at 7th Avenue, there's a mishap involving 2 vehicles on the right-hand side, so please be careful and look out for that. On the 10 West and Arlington Avenue, on the off-ramp, there's a fender bender creating some backup. For the latest news, photos, videos, and keep up with our staff, log on to facebook.com/Mount Rock Radio. I'm Richard with your traffic update right here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock.
Tuning in the latest star from the dashboard of my car. Cruising at 7, push button heaven, capturing memories from afar. In my car, that's why God made the radio. So tune right in everywhere you go. He waved his hand, gave us rock and roll. It sounded like the falling in love. That's why God made the radio. Feel the music in the air. Find a song to take us there. It's paradise when I lift up my antenna, receiving your signal like a prayer, like a prayer. That's why God made the radio. So tune right in everywhere you go. He waved his hand, gave us rock and roll. Sound like we're falling in love. God made. That's why God made. That's why God made the radio. That's why God made the radio. That's why God made. That's why God made the radio. That's why God made. That's why God made. That's why God made the radio. That's why God made. That's why God made. That's why God made the radio.
It's 8:22 a.m. on July 26, 2012. I'm Eileen Tay with your 90.1 FM Mount Rock News Update. Officials at the University of Colorado Denver aren't saying what was in a suspicious package the school received from the post office on Monday, 3 days after former student James Holmes allegedly opened fire at an Aurora movie theater, killing 12 people. Officials say the package was turned over to authorities. Fox News says Holmes, a former neuroscience graduate student there, sent a notebook to the university containing scribbles of stick figures being shot and a written description of an upcoming attack. In southwest China, Thursday afternoon, a tunnel at a coal mine collapsed and trapped 40 workers underground. The official Xinhua news agency said rescue work was underway. The tunnel at the Analilai mine collapsed Thursday afternoon in Guizhou province. Xinhua says some miners were able to escape, about 40 others were stuck. China's coal mines are among the world's deadliest and have frequent explosions, cave-ins, and floods. Repeated safety crackdowns have lowered the death rate, but hundreds of fatalities still occur every year. Perjury charges have been filed against Los Angeles police officers for reports and testimony in a DUI checkpoint case. Prosecutors charged 39-year-old Craig Eugene Allen and 56-year-old Philip Anthony Walters with felony perjury and filing a false police report. One of the officers has been fired and the other is facing a termination hearing. Prosecutors say the motorcycle officers were patrolling during a drunken driver checkpoint when they were asked by another officer to respond to a traffic stop. They arrived 15 minutes later. The Los Angeles Times says Allen wrote that he saw the motorist fail to stop at a stop sign and then he made the traffic stop. Walters testified during a Department of Motor Vehicles that he was with Allen and saw the violations. Authorities say 7 inmates were taken to the hospital after being injured in a racially charged brawl at Men's Central Jail in downtown LA County Sheriff's Captain Mike Parker says 4 inmates began fighting, leading to a brawl that divided 78 inmates in a housing pod along racial lines. Deputies used pepper spray and sting balls to quell the fight, which lasted about 15 minutes. Authorities conducting Southern California raids have seized thousands of packages of what they believe to be the illegal drugs known as spice and bath salts. Federal and state authorities raided a home and a shop called Magic Blends in Escondido yesterday as part of a larger national operation. Drug agents say they found packages labeled as glass cleaner or shoe deodorizer, but believe they actually contained the banned chemicals. 5 people were arrested. A 12-year-old boy is hospitalized in critical condition after a tree fell on him at a California campground, crushing his pelvis. The San Francisco Chronicle reports the boy was sharing a tent with another boy in a San Mateo County park when the 40-foot oak tree fell on them before yesterday morning. Assistant County Manager David Holland says the boy was taken to an intensive care unit in critical condition. The other boy suffered minor cuts and bruises. No names were released, but officials say the 2 were camping with members of the boy's extended family. The tree's branches hit the family's other tent, but no one else was seriously hurt. There were signs of rot in the tree, but officials say the outward appearance of the tree didn't indicate there was any danger. Memorial Park is about 7 miles east of Pescadero and 50 miles south of San Francisco. Ann Curtis, who broke numerous world and national swimming records and won 3 medals at the 1948 Olympic Games, has died. She was 86. Her daughter, Carrie Cuno, says the Los Angeles Times that Curtis died in the morning in her home in San Rafael, California, of complications from Alzheimer's disease. Curtis was unable to compete in the 1944 games, which were canceled due to the World War II, but she won 2 gold medals 4 years later. One in the 400-meter freestyle, in which she set an Olympic record, and the other swimming the anchor leg in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. She also took the silver medal in the 100-meter freestyle. She would go on to run a swimming school and be inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame. It's currently 60 in Diamond Bar, 62 in Commerce, it's 62 also in Pasadena, and it's currently 65 right here in Walnut, California, at the campus of Mount San Antonio College, the home of 90.1 FM Mount Rock. I'm Eileen Tay with your news update right here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock, putting the rock back into rock and roll.
Red Defender! Thank goodness you're here! That huge asteroid is headed right towards Earth!
I'll handle this. Like an arrow shot from a man-sized bow, the Red Defender hurtles into space using his super strength to stop the asteroid.
He's stopping the asteroid! It's moving away from Earth! You saved us! How did you do it?
I just stopped the asteroid and reversed its course back into space.
Look, the moon! It's exploded! Where exactly did you throw that asteroid?
Away. I threw it away.
No more moon. That means no more tides. Tides are created by the moon.
And no more walks in the moonlight. I love walks in the moonlight.
Saving the world isn't easy. Saving a life is. Just 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. To find out more, go to bloodsaves.com. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council.
Lobster, harvested from the cold, clear waters of Maine, is truly the world's ultimate white meat. It has a distinctive flavor that's both mild and slightly sweet, and is so easy to prepare. Maine lobster is good for you, too. It's one of the healthiest and leanest proteins available, containing less fats, calories, and cholesterol than beef, pork, or even the light meat of chicken. For exciting recipes, visit our website at mainelobsterpromo.com.
Hey guys, Alan Bailey here, coming to you live from inside of a 750 horsepower NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock car. They just gave me the keys. Alright, let's go for a little ride here. Now, this is a pretty long racetrack. It's a road course. We're turning left and right here. A lot of G's, elevation changes, and it's gonna get a little bumpy. So make sure those belts are tight. Strap yourself in, because here we go. We're at the start-finish line right now. Gotta slow up for turn number 1. You can hear the downshifting. Feel the G's pushing you back into the seat. Coming off the turn. I got it. Now, don't have a whole lot of time here. Don't even know if I'm going to make the next turn. So if you're like me and you're sick of the stick and ball sports, try something with a little more kick. And join us on the Pit Pass, your personal pass to everything NASCAR. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern on the world-famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else? Oh, this is fun.
Daily grind dragging you down?
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Cure yourself with MountRockRadio.com, where the world comes to rock.
Good morning, Walnut. I'm Christopher Murray. With the trade deadline just a few days away, the Dodgers made a major league move by acquiring Marlins third baseman Hanley Ramirez. The 28-year-old was part of a 4-player trade that sent pitcher Nate Eovaldi to Miami. With lack of production at the third base position, Ramirez brings not only defensive talent and youth, but a big bat that mixes well with Matt Kemp and Andre Ethier. Ramirez made his team debut last night in St. Louis, tripling in his first at-bat and going 2 for 4 with an RBI. The Dodgers fell to the Cardinals in 12 innings, 3-2. LA wraps up a 4-game set this morning with St. Louis. Chris Capuano takes the hill for the boys in blue. First pitch, 10:45. In Anaheim, the Halos' offensive surge topped the Royals 11-6. Jared Weaver picking up his 13th win of the year. Mike Trout and Torrey Hunter hit back-to-back home runs in the 8th inning. Trout finished 2 for 4, upping his AL best average to .356. Angels had the day off today before welcoming the Rays to Angel Stadium Friday night. Although London 2012 kicks off its Olympic ceremonies tomorrow, the U.S. women's soccer team got things going early with a 4-2 win over France. USA found themselves down 2-0 early, but Diamond Bar High School graduate Alex Morgan knocked in 2 goals and the U.S. doubled up France 4-2. The United States faces Colombia in a second group game Saturday. Stay tuned this Sunday as the Sprint Series picks back up at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the 2012 edition of the Brickyard 400. Paul Menard looks to defend his title from last year. Matt Kenseth currently leads the Cup standings by 16 points over Dale Earnhardt Jr. Orlando GM Rob Hennigan had made a statement Monday saying that the Magic wouldn't trade Dwight Howard and wouldn't open up trade discussions till after the season. But it's being reported that in a meeting between Dwight and the GM, Howard had reiterated his desire to be traded immediately. So once again, the Dwight Howard saga continues. The Lakers still hold the best chance of acquiring the 26-year-old if traded. Couple quick notes around baseball. Yankee slugger Alex Rodriguez broke his hand Tuesday night when hit by a pitch and is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. And the Phillies have re-signed starting pitcher Cole Hamels, removing him from the trading block. Hamels signed a 6-year, $144 million deal Wednesday morning. The time is now 8:33, about 27 away from the hour. For Everything Sports, I'm Christopher Murray, 90.1 FM, the all-new Mount Rock Radio.
We're going to be taking a look at what's going on in the Hollywood Report coming up in a few minutes, but right now, little Santana. This is back from 1971, believe it or not, and it still sounds oh so good. It's the Morning Climb on the all-new 90.1 FM, Mount Rock, 33 after the hour here from the campus of Mount San Antonio College. It's the all-new 90.1 FM, Mount Rock, and MountRockRadio.com. It's the all-new 90.1 FM Mount Rock, putting the rock back in rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get over that song. It, like, that kind of relaxes you, and it just kind of, I'm ready for a nap now, you know?
It does. It does.
It's one of those songs. It's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's really good. Welcome back to the Morning Climb. Getting you ready for this just tumultuous Thursday here. I'm Alan Bailey. In the studio with us, we have the very lovely Eileen Tate.
Hello.
Hello. And we have the master of musical disaster, Ben Pratt.
I am not the master of musical disaster, good sir.
You are Ben Magnet. You are. It's a term of endearment.
You're a bowl of awesomeness?
Thank you.
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far.
Aw.
Too late, she did.
That's a little
I
too.
know.
That's a little too much credit there for Ben. I don't
Too
know
late.
if we like that one. But guys, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show.
Oh.
Well, one of the most interesting, colorful parts of the show, and it's time for Hollywood Reports. Now, a lawyer for Katherine Jackson is raising the possibility that she might have been held in Arizona against her will. Sandra Ribbs says that one of Michael Jackson's children told her in a conversation with the grandmother that the grandmother seems to be, influenced by others in the room and manipulated. Katherine Jackson was reported missing last week, but she was found with the family in Arizona on Sunday. Meanwhile, a Los Angeles City judge says it appears that, quote, intentional acts of a third party are preventing Katherine Jackson from being the guardian to the singer's children. But the judge didn't say what acts or what third parties he has in mind. At a hearing yesterday, the judge named Tito Jackson's son, TJ, as the temporary guardian of the children. Katherine Jackson said in a statement to NBC News that there are, quote, a lot of lies that have been put out there, unquote, surrounding her family drama in the last several days. She says she plans to return to California in order to straighten them out. Drama.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody wants to jump on the ship and it's sinking.
Yeah, especially in the Twitter world with, I believe, Paris, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tweeting things about her grandmother.
Yeah,
and
conversations.
Counting days, how long she's been gone.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like you said, drama.
I know, and it seems to be just focused on in the Twitter world. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Very sad.
Yes, exactly.
Now, a Los Angeles prosecutor says that they're filing criminal charges against a photographer who allegedly raced across the freeway to get photos of Justin Bieber. Paul Raffi faces 4 charges, including reckless driving with intent to capture pictures for commercial gain. For the first time, its first time in 2010, state law designated to prevent paparazzi from dangerously pursuing celebrities has been in use. Bieber, who was stopped by police on July 6th for speeding, told officers he was being chased by a paparazzi.
Did you just say Beaver?
Yeah, Bieber, whatever his name is.
Same thing.
Beaver Schmeaver.
I like that one. I like that one. I like it a lot, actually. Now, Seinfeld creator Larry David says that Jerry Seinfeld really does have a show, quote, about nothing right now.
Oh, gosh.
Seinfeld has a new web series called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Huh.
Yeah.
How is that going to go
Comedians in
down?
cars getting coffee, huh?
Yeah, you know what? It's a simple premise. Seinfeld picks up another comedian in one of his vintage cars, and they go get coffee, or in David's case, herbal tea. Seinfeld says it's a miracle that he and David ever got anything done because nobody can waste time like they can. Future episodes will feature Ricky Gervais, Alec Baldwin, and Michael Richards. It premieres Thursday evenings on Comedians in Cars, GettingCoffee.com, and Crackle.com. Yeah, I want to remember that one. Comedians in Cars, GettingCoffee.com. You could have. I'm just looking at it. It takes up a full. It takes up half the page. Look at that. Look at that. It takes up half the page.
Who's gonna type all that?
Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna type that. I'm gonna check that out right now.
Right now, he's gonna do it.
All right.
Wow. Wow. Former adult film star Jenna Jameson is pleading not guilty to driving under the influence. Jameson was busted in May for when her Range Rover hit a light pole and in Southern California. Prosecutors in Orange County says that The test showed that her blood alcohol level was above the state limit. She was also charged with driving on a suspended license. Double whammy on that
Oh
one.
yeah, oh yeah.
It just keeps on coming, you know.
But not guilty. How is she gonna fight that?
I have no idea. It's gonna get wacky here.
Yeah.
I got a couple of cool ones here.
All right.
Cal Penn is one of CBS's new X-Men. Axemen, rather. See, Ben just perked up. What? The How I Met Your Mother star is reportedly going to be signing with the How I Met Your Mother and House actors for the new comedy from exec producer of How I Met Your Mother, Rob Greenberg. The half-hour project centers on the charming 20-something-year-olds who are, after getting ditched at the altar by his bride-to-be, moves into a short-term housing complex and is befriended by a group of divorced men.
Huh.
I see Cal Penn being that guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a good actor. He could pull it off no matter what, I
is.
think. So that's pretty cool. Cal Penn joining the comedy series X-Men.
Yeah.
Now, Sharon Osbourne, again, Twitter. Twitter's the place
Here
for all
we
this
go
news,
again.
all this cool information.
Yeah.
You know how she's judging America's Got Talent right now, right?
Yes.
That's probably not going to last long.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
judging shakeups are happening everywhere. In addition to the American Idol news, America's Got Talent judge Sharon Osbourne tweeted yesterday that she was on the verge of exiting. She tweeted, quote, "My darling Howard Stern, money is not the reason I'm not returning to America's Got Talent. It's because ...
Yeah.
That's what she tweeted.
Oh.
She did not elaborate. Her next tweet was a retweet from Black Sabbath that was, quote, "looking forward to seeing everyone at Lollapalooza." She has not explained why she does not want to be on an America's Got Talent judge anymore. Just, it was sort of announced yesterday on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, again, Twitter is the breaking news place. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, well,
Apparently, if you are angry or mad at the world, go to Twitter. Let the entire world know. Because
Well,
the
with
entire world totally cares about your problems.
well, with all
Absolutely.
these judging switch-ups, right?
It kinda
now
makes
we have
sense.
Mariah Carey, right? American Idol,
Mhm.
getting how much?
18 million for a
and
year.
So maybe Sharon's thinking, hey, where's my paycheck like that? Why isn't it looking like that? Maybe. Since she left ... I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Even though she said money's not the issue,
It is.
money does
Specula-
make the world go round.
Speculation is that she doesn't like the way that Stern is conducting himself
Oh, all right.
with the show.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I think she's just not the prima donna on the stage anymore. I think that she's out of the limelight, so maybe she's sick of that. Maybe, who knows? We can only
Yeah,
speculate at
we'll
this
only
point.
see on Twitter.
Now, breaking news that this pertains to Ben Magnet. I told him during the break, and I told him this is probably the biggest Ben Magnet story that we've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
In all of our stories here.
You're hyping
on
it up. It
90.1.
better be good.
It's gonna be amazing, Ben. This is some just wow news. Are you ready, Ben?
Go for it.
Kristen Stewart and director Rupert Sanders are apologizing for cheating on each other's spouses.
What?
The Twilight actress and her Snow White and the Huntsman director issued the apology in People magazine after US Weekly published photos of them together. Stewart said that I can't even read this. This is well, because it's like, wow, somebody got a thesaurus here. The monetary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in her life.
So
Someone got a thesaurus.
Okay. Hold on 1 quick second.
Kristen Stewart cheated on Robert Pattinson with director Rupert Sanders.
What? Oh, the guns are gonna be out in November.
Hasn't it just gotten juicy?
yourself.
Never. Those twitards are gonna get it.
Now, they're reportedly still together. Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. She says that he's the person she loves and respects the most. Sanders.
Oh, God.
Sanders, get this, is married and has 2 children.
Oh.
Yeah. And is utterly distraught, quote unquote, about the pain that he has caused his family.
Oh, yeah. He has to be
Duh.
more than distraught.
Excuse me, I must do this. Da 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 da. Both of you are royally screwed.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. That's your Hollywood report. On 90.1
Wow,
FM,
you weren't
Mount Rock.
kidding, buddy. You were not kidding.
See, like, that was a whole gag. Like, I was like, oh, Ben, this is big story for Ben.
I was thinking you were gonna say. By the way, there's gonna be the new. There's actually gonna be a Justice League film, and it hopefully won't suck or something like that.
No.
Something that had to pertain to video games. I don't know. Something that had to pertain to something awesome.
Something that appealed to not only you, Ben Magnet, but every 6-year-old that listens to this show.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But now that you say that Kristen Stewart just totally screwed up, now I have a whole slew of jokes and something to rant about come November when all the Twitards will come out of hibernation and jump up and down the day after my birthday for crying out loud. Like, oh my God, Breaking Dawn Part 2, blah, blah, blah.
Cheat.
You have a newfound interest in Twilight now.
No, I still have zero interest. Get
a hold of yourself.
All I know is that if someone drags me to the premiere of Breaking Dawn Part 2 and the second Kristen Stewart's on screen, this is what I'm going to yell. Cheater!
This is what he lives for. I honestly think
I
because he
just
ran.
listen to all the girls scream and hate my guts, but I don't care.
God, you hate Twilight, but you talk about it so well.
It's so much fun to hate it.
This is what I don't understand. I nothing Twilight. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I'm middle ground. I'm not a fan, but I don't hate it. He hates it with such a passion. I think he secretly loves it.
Oh no!
Right.
I think he secretly. You go into like his room, like he hits a button and the walls like transform, and then there's like wolf pack everywhere.
Oh God!
Or what is it?
Even mirrors.
What is
so
it?
you can
Team
see
Edward. It's like
No.
Team Edward
So you
everywhere, and
can see
it's him
everything double
shirtless
time.
everywhere.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the button for my room is actually for my pristine comic book collection. Actually, that's what the button's for.
What's on the ceiling?
Of Twilight and Robert Pattinson
No.
everywhere.
On the
Twilight comic books.
No, but the person who has the ceiling is Scarlett Johansson in her Black Widow costume.
You have that on the ceiling in your bedroom.
No, I do not.
What are you doing?
It was a joke, Alan. Yeesh, man.
It's not a joke, is it, Ben?
No.
I've
it
seen
isn't.
you with that poster. I know you have that poster. I know this for a fact. What are you doing? Well, I feel sorry for whoever he ends up rooming with.
Exactly in that little room.
That little tiny room, and he's gonna be in there with one other dude, and that's gonna be awkward.
Oh wow.
That's gonna be. Oh, watch, you're gonna get like a Twilight fan in your room. Watch.
Oh.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
Twilight Nights.
No. No. Stop it. No.
Now I'm picturing that. That would be great. Just he walks in and like half the room's already twilighted out.
Oh,
He's gonna just turn right back around.
If I see that, I'm burning stuff.
You
I'm
sprinkle some glitter on the bed. Shimmer to remind you of the shimmer.
If I meet my roommates, go, hi, my name's so and so. I'm a huge fan of Twilight. As you can see, I was like,
Oh my god.
I've stepped into the Twilight Zone. Not the good one either. Not the awesome one that goes.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see Robert Pattinson on the wing of your plane. My precious.
Oh gosh.
Watch. I'm gonna be asleep, and he's gonna be watching Twilight and crying. I'll be like, "What the dude? Are you crying? No. They love each other so much." It's like Buffy Slade Edward. The end. Fall back asleep.
Yes.
There you go.
And then Blade came in and finished the job.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Well, we got to take a break here at the top of the hour. Coming up in our second hour, well, first off, we're going to get a look at traffic here in a few minutes here. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a check of the news headlines, sports coming up in the second hour. We've got your wacky news. Plus, we're going to be playing the game, my favorite game.
That game.
Word association coming up in the second hour. Plus, we're talking about the Olympic Games. They're kicking off starting tomorrow, the opening ceremony, so it's kind of a big deal.
Yes.
So we're going to be kind of previewing that a little bit, talking about some of our favorite Olympic Games. Get your opinion as well. You can join this conversation. Log on to facebook.com/Mount Rock Radio. You can comment on our Facebook page and talk to us live. You can also watch us live via Ustream. Log on to ustream.com, keyword search Mount Rock Radio, or log on to mountrockradio.com and click on the lower right-hand corner of the screen where it says webcam in order to watch us. And Ben does some freaky stuff during the commercial breaks. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say.
You're gonna have to check it out and see.
It creeps me out, like, immensely. Very, very, very much. It creeps me out. Just saying. We're going to go ahead and take our musical break here. Take a look at those freeways right after this. Stay with us. It's the Morning Climb, Hour 2, coming at you from the campus of Mount San Antonio College on 90.1 FM, Mount Rock.
Criticize. I feel I'm nothing in your eyes. It makes me feel like giving up, because my best just ain't good enough. Girl, I want to provide for you and do all the things that you want me to, but oh no, don't bring me down. I'll beg you, darling. Oh no, don't bring me down. Sacrifices, how I make. I'm ready to give as well as take. One thing I need is your respect. One thing I can't take is your neglect. More than anything, I need your love. Then troubles are easy to rise above. Oh no, don't bring me down. No. Oh no, don't bring me down. Criticize. I feel I'm nothing in your eyes. It makes me feel like giving up, because my best just ain't good enough. Girl, I want to provide for you, do all the things that you want me to, but oh no.
Alright, let's take a look at those SoCal freeways with a 90.1 traffic update. On the 605 North, accident blocking the left lane, creating a bit of a backup. On the 5 South, there's a wreckage at Cesar E. Chavez Avenue, closing the left lane. On the 10 West, at South La Brea Avenue, there's a fender bender. Luckily, there's no injuries. Also on the 10 West, at Crenshaw Boulevard, there's an incident between a black Honda and a black truck, and gosh, I hope they're okay. On the 605 North at Telegraph Road, on the off-ramp, there's a mishap involving 3 vehicles. So there should be many onlookers as well, creating some backup from there. On the 10 East off of Maple Avenue, there's debris. Amazingly, it's a large wooden black box in lane number 2, so please be careful and look out for that. Want more Mount Rock? You got it! Look on to mountrockradio.com to listen to the station whenever you want. I'm Richard with your traffic update right here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock.
Baby
Broadcasting from Mount San Antonio College and streaming online at mountrockradio.com. KSAK Walnut. This is the all-new 90.1 FM Mount Rock.
She's taking a swipe at fun. She gives me a reason, setting my sights. Well, I know tonight she comes. Oh, she jangles me up. She does it with ease. Sometimes she passes through me just like a breeze. She gives me a reason for feeling alright. Oh well, I know tonight. 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 She comes. And I know she's going to do it to me one more time. I know she's gonna stay implanted in my mind. Why does she keep me hanging on the line? One more time. I know she's gonna stay implanted in my mind. Oh, why does she keep me hanging on the line? Oh yeah. I know the way she feels, and all of the hearts that she steals. She tells me it's easy when you do it right. Oh well, I know tonight she comes. She tells me it's easy when you do it right. I know tonight. I know tonight. I know tonight. I know tonight, I know tonight, she comes. I know tonight, yeah, I know tonight. Well, I know tonight, I know tonight, tonight she comes.
It's the all-new 90.1 FM Mount Rock and mountrockradio.com, putting the rock back in rock and roll. And guys, the Cars, I love them so much. I really do. I love them so much. And that's a song you would almost never hear on the radio. You notice that?
Good point.
It's that B-side music.
Oh.
It's a great song.
yeah.
But you'd never hear it on the radio because
It's
we
not
wanna,
mainstream.
Yeah, we want to
or-
play the mainstream.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
So, guys, a really cool opportunity, really cool, I guess, project, if that's what you want to call it, that we're doing next week. We're playing B-sides only. We're not playing a single a mainstream song on our station on any of our shows for an entire week. It is called Off the Beaten Track Week. It kicks off next Tuesday, right during this show, 8 a.m. And it's going all day, all next week, as we wrap up our summer semester here at Mount San Antonio College.
Yes.
Kind of a cool way to kick it off and get into the 3 weeks off that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Which is going to be awesome.
I know.
I'm going to have fun during my 3
But
weeks.
I'm totally going to miss you guys in the station.
I'm going to miss you guys too, but we, frankly, we're going to spend so much time together.
I
need
know.
to get away. you know? We're in here only 3 days a week during the summer. It's a nice little break. The college is closed on Fridays, so we don't do 5 days a week, and it's a good little chunk, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's really cool. So we're gonna kind of steer away from that for a week or so here, and we'll be back.
Get ready for fall, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of nuts during the fall semester.
Oh yeah.
I can feel it in my nuggets. I can. It's gonna be stressful.
It's gonna be nuts in your nuggets.
I can feel it. Yeah. I can just tell. Okay.
All right.
Well, it's gonna be nuts. You know, the winter, or excuse me, the 2012 London Olympics kicking off tomorrow with the opening ceremonies. So we're not gonna be on the air for the most part for those basically 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. But we will be, you know, giving you all the live coverage coming on our website, mountrockradio.com. So you could check it out through that. But Ben.
Yes.
Do you have some information about the opening ceremonies up over there?
Well, actually, of course, we all know the opening ceremonies are occurring tomorrow night. But something that I think is a little interesting, because the schedule is jam-packed. I'm looking at the London 2012 schedule on the website right now, and
is it that bad?
Oh man, dude, look at this! So many overlapping.
I can't see that on the radio, Ben. What do we got going on?
All right, we got a lot of stuff, but actually, the football competition has already started.
Oh, really?
Before the ceremony has even begun, the football competition has begun. I believe just a few minutes ago, it was said that Honduras and Morocco just drew in the men's football competition. I believe United States won yesterday. The women's side, United States won yesterday.
Okay.
But I'm looking right now. There's a countdown on the London 2012 website of 1 day, 3 hours, and 52 minutes until opening ceremony.
Nice.
In London.
Very cool.
That's exciting.
Well, I mean, opening ceremonies, they kick off tomorrow. The Olympic Games themselves, they go from tomorrow, July 27th, until August 12th. That's a Sunday. So the next, basically, 2-3 weeks here? Well, the next, two and a half weeks. 2 weeks, give or take. It's going to be pretty action-packed, and, you know, here's a list of all of the events going on.
Okay.
You have archery, you have athletics, badminton, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, canoe, sprinting, cycling, BMX, mountain biking, cycling, road cycling, track cycling, diving. You have fencing, football, gymnastics. You have handball, hockey, judo. You have rowing, you have sailing, shooting, swimming, table tennis, believe it or not, taekwondo,
that's exciting.
tennis, you have volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling, just to name a few. There's still a handful more that I didn't just name right there. So there's tons of stuff. No matter what your
preference.
Yeah, your preference or whatever you want to call it, whatever it is, it's it's there. And it's pretty awesome.
And boxing's making its debut here in the Olympics this year.
Yeah, and
well, really? Because swore I saw some boxing in the 2008.
Well, I read that on the news this
Really?
morning. Yeah, that was making its boxing debut.
Really? Because they had it last year.
Huh.
Well, or not last year, but back in 2008 they had it.
Maybe I'm talking about for women then?
Maybe. Because I only remember seeing men's boxing last in 2008.
Oh, okay. I'll double check on that.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
well, guys, something that's really cool for the first time in Olympic history. First time in U.S. Olympic history. We have more women athletes that we are sending to the Olympics than male athletes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that is awesome.
It is.
It's so spectacular. I actually a few years ago I actually had a chance to a while back now. I had a chance to sit down with a 3-time gold medal winning Olympian.
Wow.
Her name was Michelle Smith, and I was talking to her for a good, I don't know, half hour or so, 40 minutes. And it was just me and her back and forth. And it was a really cool interview. And we're going to have that next week here on the program. It's a really cool little interview. We're going to put it together for you.
Kind of like a behind the scenes thing.
Yeah. And you know what was cool is I was talking to her about women in the Olympics in general.
Yes.
She was kind of there when we were going through a transitional phase and more women were showing up and the competition was getting more, steep. And she was also talking to me about how much training and how much she has to give up. And, I know that, Olympic, gold medalist and potential Olympic gold medalist, they have to train really hard, but I didn't understand the magnitude. I didn't understand how much until I talked to her, and it kind of was an eye-opener for me. So we'll have that interview next week here on the program. It was so random, too, because I went to a NASCAR race, and I'm sitting, and I'm no.
You would.
I would. I was sitting up in one of the suites. I was a guest for Musco Lighting, and I'm sitting up there in the suites, and then all of a sudden, Michelle comes in, and I knew her, and I recognized her, and I was like, I didn't expect it, and I was sick as a dog at the time. Like I was like, talking like this, I had some of that going on. So I went up to her and I was like, Michelle, hey, I want to talk to you for a minute. And I told her, hey, I'm on the radio. I'd love to talk to you about women's involvement. And she's like, yeah, let's go over here real quick. So I grabbed my mic and we went into one of the suites that was empty, and we were in there for a good 30, 40 minutes, whatever it was. And before the race started, we did a nice little interview.
Nice.
And then she walked into the suite and she knew a couple people in the suite, but since she didn't know that many people, she wanted to know NASCAR most. So she sat down with me, and she sat next to me through the whole race, and I was explaining rules and all this, that, and the other, and we had a really cool time.
Oh, wow.
Did you get her number?
I gotta contact her. She's married though. Thank you, Ben.
No, what I meant by I knew.
Dirty.
No, not like that.
Yeah, I
did you actually get a contact so you can talk to her?
Yeah, I did, and I talked to her maybe 2 weeks after that on the phone, and I haven't really. I've lost contact with her. I got to call her back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna contact her again.
Because that's a pretty good. That's a really cool thing, especially now that the Olympics are literally a day away.
Yeah, no kidding. But I'm gonna contact her and see what she's been up to and see how she is, because I considered her. It was a little bonding experience that we had watching that race, so it was pretty cool. Yeah. So we got to take a break here. We're late already. I blame Ben.
Oh gosh.
I always blame Ben.
You always blame me.
I can only blame you for another week.
When I'm
I
gone,
gotta get it.
When I'm gone, who are you going to blame?
You.
I'm not even here.
Even with you not here, Ben.
I can blame you. I'm gonna call.
I'm gonna be sitting at class at Northridge, and I'm gonna hear my phone buzz, and it's gonna be Alan's. The text message is gonna say, "Ben, I blame you."
We're gonna call you on the air. And we're gonna be like, Ben, why are you late?
It's like, what part?
Why didn't you get this done, Ben? That's what we're gonna nag and we're gonna pester about.
Oh man,
so you know.
I'm just gonna turn my phone
Heads up.
off. I'm just gonna leave my phone off during the night when I'm trying to sleep.
That'll work.
Oh gosh.
But then of course when I turn it on, Ben, why are you late? Ben, where are you? Ben, where are you? Ben, where are you?
I got some really good voicemails. We're going to be playing them a little later on.
Oh no!
In hour number 2. And of course, we're going to have a very special guest in the studio, Senor Antonio, back from jet setting all over the world. I hear tell guys that he's actually going to the Olympic Games this weekend. That's what I hear. But, I hear a lot of things about that guy. I also heard that he's the reason that the Kardashians split up. So I don't know what he's doing over there, but we'll see. And I'm willing to bet he's got his hand in this whole Jackson controversy as well.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it's probably.
Probably.
All right.
Anyway, stay with us. This is the Morning Climb right here on the all-new 90.1 FM, Mount Rock, putting the rock back in rock and roll.
Anytime at all. If you need somebody to love, just look into my eyes. I'll be there to make you feel right. If you're feeling sorry and sad, I'd really sympathize. Don't you be sad, just call me tonight. Anytime at all, anytime at all, anytime at all. All you gotta do is go, and I'll be there. If the sun has faded away, I'll try to make it shine. There is nothing I won't do. When you need a shoulder to cry on, I hope it will be mine. Call me tonight and I'll come to you. Anytime at all, anytime at all, anytime at all. All you gotta do is go, and I'll be there. Anytime at all, anytime at all, anytime at all. All you gotta do is go, and I'll be there. Anytime at all, all you gotta do is go, and I'll be there.
All right, let's take a look at these SoCal freeways with your 90.1 traffic update. On the 605 South, Rose Hills Drive, on the off-ramp, there's an incident involving two vehicles. Also on the 605 North, there's a Telegraph Road with the wreckage blocking two lanes and, of course, creating some delays. On the 210 East, North Fair Oaks Avenue, creating with a pipeline in the third lane, amazingly. So you guys really better watch out for that. On the 110 North, 105 West, the connection with the big rig lingering in the second lane, also creating some backup. On the 710 South, East Del Amo Boulevard, collision with three vehicles. So if you guys are around there, please be careful. On the 405 North, Rosecrans Avenue, with the wreckage in the right lane, causing some major delays, backups. And if you want an alternative, try taking the 110 North, 105 West to the 405 North to rejoin. And for the latest news, photos, videos, and to keep up with our staff, log on to facebook.com/Mount Rock Radio. I'm Richard with your traffic update right here on 90.1 FM, Mount Rock.
Registration for Mount SAC's Fall 2012 semester has begun. Classes begin Monday, August 27th.
Merry College Registration Day, everyone!
Good luck.
90.1 FM, Mount Rock.
Lobster, harvested from the cold, clear waters of Maine, is truly the world's ultimate white meat. It has a distinctive flavor that's both mild and slightly sweet. Simply elegant or elegantly simple. It is easy to prepare. This versatile food can be steamed, boiled, baked, grilled, or stir-fried, and is equally delicious in appetizers, soups, salads, pasta dishes, and sandwiches. Maine lobster tastes great and is good for you too. It is one of the healthiest and leanest proteins available, containing less fats, calories, and cholesterol than beef, pork, or even the light meat of chicken. Maine lobster contains 0.1 gram of omega-3 fatty acids per serving, which may reduce blood clotting and decrease the risk of heart attack. For exciting Maine lobster recipes and tips on cooking and storing, visit our website at mainelobsterpromo.com. Lobster from Maine, convenient, delicious, and nutritious. A message from the Maine Lobster Promotion Council.
It's 9:20 a.m. on July 26, 2012. I'm Eileen Tay with your 90.1 FM Mount Rock News Update. Officials at the University of Colorado, Denver aren't saying what was in a suspicious package the school received from the post office on Monday, 3 days after former student James Holmes allegedly opened fire at an Aurora movie theater, killing 12 people. Officials say the package was turned over to authorities. Fox News says Holmes, a former neuroscience graduate student there, sent a notebook to the university containing scribbles of stick figures being shot and a written description of an upcoming attack. In southwest China Thursday afternoon, a tunnel at a coal mine collapsed and trapped 40 workers underground. The official Xinhua news agency said rescue work was underway. The tunnel at the Anlalai mine collapsed Thursday afternoon in Guizhou province. Xinhua says some miners were able to escape, but around 40 others were stuck. China's coal mines are among the world's deadliest and have frequent explosions, cave-ins, and floods. Repeated safety crackdowns have lowered the death rate, but hundreds of fatalities still occur every year. Perjury charges have been filed against Los Angeles police officers for reports and testimony in a DUI checkpoint case. Prosecutors charged 39-year-old Craig Eugene Allen and 56-year-old Philip Anthony Walters with felony perjury and filing a false police report. One of the officers has been fired and the other is facing a termination hearing. Prosecutors say the motorcycle officers were patrolling during a drunken driver checkpoint when they were asked by another officer to respond to a traffic stop. They arrived 15 minutes later. The Los Angeles Times says Allen wrote that he saw the motorists fail to stop at stop signs and that he made the traffic stop. Walters testified during the Department of Motor Vehicles that he was with Allen and saw the violations. Authorities say 7 inmates were taken to the hospital after being injured in a racially charged brawl at Men's Central Jail in downtown LA. County Sheriff's Captain Mike Parker says 4 inmates began fighting, leading to a brawl that divided 78 inmates in a housing pod along racial lines. Deputies used pepper spray and sting balls to quell the fight, which lasted about 15 minutes. Authorities conducting Southern California raids have seized thousands of packages of what they believe to be the illegal drugs, known as spice and bath salts. Federal and state authorities raided a home and a shop called Magic Blends in Escondido yesterday as a part of a larger national operation. Drug agents say they found packages labeled as glass cleaner or shoe deodorizer, but believed they actually contained the banned chemicals. 5 people were arrested. A 12-year-old boy is hospitalized in a critical condition after a tree fell on him at a California campground, crushing his pelvis. The San Francisco Chronicle reports the boy was sharing a tent with another boy in a San Mateo County park when the 40-foot oak tree fell on them before yesterday morning. Assistant County Manager David Holland says the boy was taken to an intensive care unit in critical condition. The other boy suffered minor cuts and bruises. No names were released, but officials say the 2 were camping with members of the boy's extended family. The tree's branches hit the family's other tents, but no one else was seriously hurt. There were signs of rot in the tree, but officials say the outward appearance of the tree didn't indicate there was any danger. Memorial Park is about 7 miles east of Pescadero and 50 miles south of San Francisco. Ann Curtis, who broke numerous world and national swimming records and won 3 medals at the 1948 Olympic Games, has died. She was 86. Her daughter Carrie Cuno tells the Los Angeles Times Curtis died this morning at her home in San Rafael, California, of complications from Alzheimer's disease. Curtis was unable to compete in the 1944 Games, which were canceled due to the World War II. But she won 2 gold medals 4 years later, one in the 400-meter freestyle, in which she set an Olympic record, and the other swimming the anchor leg in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. She also took the silver medal in the 100-meter freestyle. She would go on to run a swimming school and be inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame. It's currently 60 in Diamond Bar, 62 in Commerce, it's 62 in Pasadena, and it's currently 65 right here in Walnut, California, at the campus of Mount San Antonio College, the home of 90.1 FM Mount Rock. I'm Eileen Tay with your news update right here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock, putting the rock back in rock and roll.
Hey guys, Alan Bailey here, coming to you live from inside of a 750 horsepower NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock car. They just gave me the keys. Alright, let's go for a little ride here. Now, this is a pretty long racetrack. It's a road course. We're turning left and right here. A lot of G's, elevation changes, and it's going to get a little bumpy. So make sure those belts are tight. Strap yourself in, because here we go. We're at the start-finish line right now. Got to slow up for turn number 1. You can hear the downshifting, feel the G's pushing you back into the seat. Coming off the turn, I got it. Now, don't have a whole lot of time here. Don't even know if I'm going to make the next turn. So if you're like me and you're sick of the stick and ball sports, try something with a little more kick. And join us on the Pit Pass, your personal pass to everything NASCAR. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern on the world-famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else? Oh, this is fun.
And now, another life lesson from MountRockRadio.com. Anything good in life is either illegal, immoral, or fattening. This message brought to you by 90.1 FM, Mount Rock.
And now, by request via the Facebook, this one goes out to Gabby in Chino Hills, California. Rebel Yell, Billy Idol here on the all-new 90.1 FM, Mount Rock, putting the rock back in rock and roll.
Last night a little dancer came dancing to my door. Last night a little angel came pumping on my floor. She said, come baby, you got a license for love, and if it expires, pray help from above, because in the midnight hour she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. With a rebel yell, more, 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 more. She don't like slavery, she won't sit and beg. But when I'm tired and lonely, she sees me to bed. What set you free and brought you to me, babe? What set you free? I leave you here by me, because in the midnight hour she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. With a rebel yell, more, more, more.
Welcome back to the Morning Climb. I'm Christopher Murray. London 2012 kicks off its Olympic ceremonies tomorrow, but the U.S. women's soccer team got things going early yesterday, taking on France. USA found themselves down 2-0 early, but with 2 goals from Dalrymple High School graduate Alex Morgan, U.S. was able to double up France by a final of 4-2. The United States faces Colombia in its second group game Saturday. With the trade deadline just a few days away, the Dodgers made a major league move by acquiring Marlins third baseman Hanley Ramirez. With lack of production at the third base position, Ramirez brings not only a talented glove and youth, but a big bat to add to an already potent lineup with Matt Kemp and Andre Ethier. The 28-year-old was part of a 4-player trade that sent pitcher Nate Eovaldi to Miami. Ramirez made his team debut last night in St. Louis, tripling in his first at bat and going 2-for-4 with an RBI. The Dodgers fell to the Cardinals in 12 innings, 3-2. LA wraps up a 4-game set this morning with St. Louis. Chris Capuano takes the hill for the boys in blue. First pitch 10:45. In Anaheim, the Halos' offensive surge topped the Royals 11-6. Jared Weaver kept the Cy Young chances very much alive, picking up his 13th win of the year. Mike Trout and Torrey Hunter hit back-to-back home runs in the 8th inning. Trout finished 2-for-4, upping his American League best average to .356. Angels had the day off today before welcoming Tampa Bay to Angel Stadium Friday night. After an MRI Wednesday morning, Yankees slugger Alex Rodriguez is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks with a broken hand. A-Rod was hit by a pitch Tuesday night in Seattle. Orlando Magic GM Rob Hennigan had made a statement Monday saying that the franchise wouldn't trade Dwight Howard before the start of the season and wouldn't open up the trade discussions until after the season. But it's being reported that in a meeting between Dwight and the GM, Howard had reiterated his desire to be traded immediately. So once again, the Dwight Howard saga continues. The Lakers still hold the best chance of acquiring the 26-year-old if traded. Stay tuned this Sunday as the Sprint Series picks back up at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the 2012 edition of the Brickyard 400. Paul Menard looks to defend his title from last year. Matt Kenseth currently leads the Cup standings by 16 points over Dale Earnhardt Jr. The time is now 9:33, about 27 away from the hour. For Everything Sports, I'm Christopher Murray, 90.1 FM, the all-new Mount Rock Radio.
It's the all-new 90.1 FM, Mount Rock and MountRockRadio.com, putting the rock back in rock and roll. Coming up in our final half hour of the Morning Climb, was the Joker in The Dark Knight Rises? We have information.
I woke up this morning and the sun was gone. Turned on some music to start my day. And lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away.
all new 90.1 FM, Mount Rock and MountRockRadio.com. Putting the rock back in rock and roll from the campus of Mount San Antonio College. This is the Morning Climb. Welcome on in. Now, guys, this really caught my eye, and Ben's gonna jump up like a schoolgirl, and I don't care, frankly. I don't care that he's gonna jump up like a schoolgirl because it kind of made me go, whoa, that's cool. We got some. There was some speculation that the Joker was due. This was before Heath's death. That they were planning on putting the Joker in The Dark Knight Rises, not as the main villain, but as a cameo to acknowledge that he is still in this world. You guys remember the breakout scene in which the prisoners all kind of walk out of their prison cells, and then you see the camera's panning back so you can see all these people coming out of their cells. The original idea was to have the camera pan back and into a jail cell with the Joker staring out the window. You see the back of his head. Then just simply see his smile. Just the frame was just his smile with the scars. No makeup. Just the scars. Smiling and smirking with that creepy laugh. And then push the door open. Try to push the door open, nudge it open. It doesn't nudge. So then he sits down and just kind of sits in that, jail cell stuck there. This was filmed reportedly. However, it was cut due to time.
It was a 3-hour film.
Yeah, you kind of get why it's, yeah. So,
but still, that extra 30 seconds would have been so
wouldn't have been awesome.
epic.
It would have been a good little acknowledgement to know, hey, he's still in this world.
Because they put Jonathan Crane in there. They put the Scarecrow in there. Why couldn't they?
They even brought back, he was in the first one as the bad guy.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, yeah. He even came back.
He had a little cameo of Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, he even came back even though he had passed in the first one, obviously. So you can kind of see that, everything is there, All the villains are still there, and they're acknowledged in this one.
Technically, Ra's isn't dead.
Why you got to do that to me?
I'm just saying.
Oh, this guy. This guy. This guy. I think I have everything figured out, and then he goes and he throws a monkey in
I could go all comic book on you, but
let's not and say you did.
Okay, let's not say I did.
Let's not and say you did. Now,
I will shut up.
Senior Antonio will be joining us in a little bit. I expect he's just going to bust through the door any second now. So we're awaiting his return to the show. I do hear that he's been jet setting and kind of consulting, I guess, if you will, with the London Olympics. And speaking of the London Olympics, we have the top 10 showdowns in London to watch for the next 2.5 weeks here. Number 10 on our list since 2005, Dan and Wee Lin have met in the finals of 18 tournaments in badminton. We're talking about Li Dan versus Lee Chong Hee in badminton. They're very competitive. They both have won before, but it's been very close. There was a gold medal match in the 2008 Olympics. The top two are ranked as the top two players in the world. Dan recently reclaimed the number one spot after we had held it for more than 4 years. This is going to be a very fierce competition for badminton, and this is just number 10 on the list. Is Senior Antonio in the hallway waiting? Is he ready?
I have this feeling.
I'm getting a weird feeling. Oh my gosh, he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Antonio is in the house. Welcome in, Senior Antonio. How are you?
Mr. Bailey, I am doing as always. Fantastic on a fantastic Thursday.
Well, that's great. I hear that you went to London over this week. Is that true?
See, Mr. Bailey, I went to London. I check out the King's Cross station. It is fun. As you know, I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
This is true.
I read the book, I watch the movie, I dress the part.
You do.
They dress like me, Mr. Bailey. I am the all-knowing one in this world.
Yes, this is true.
But I take grace in the little children playing the Harry Potter and the Ronald Weasley and the Hermione Granger.
I do.
Very nice. Today, Mr. Bailey.
Sure.
The stars are channeling the mind, the third eye.
Well, we're coming up on the London Olympics tomorrow, so they must be, right, guys?
See, it is a great deal of thought and thinking to engage in these games, Mr. Bailey. Not only physical strength, but also mental preparation.
Absolutely.
See.
Absolutely. And I hear tell that you're going back tonight, actually. You're flying back tonight. Is that correct?
I plan to stay at one of the fantastic hotels and in the offside.
Are you going to be hobnobbing with the Olympians?
Perhaps, perhaps
Maybe?
perhaps the swim team, perhaps the gymnastics,
Oh, all right.
maybe the water polo.
Well, it is dominated mainly, we heard earlier, by women. So you're going to have a lot of fun.
Mrs. Antonio is not happy, but she is very excited. I do not know what that means, but she is telling me she's excited.
Is she going with you?
No.
Oh.
This could be bad.
I know.
I don't want to cover your divorce. I really don't.
It's okay, Mr. Bailey.
Oh.
The stars are very happy for the future for Mr. Antonio. All is well. I look into the future, Mr. Bailey. Many years with Mrs. Antonio.
This is true.
See.
This is good. This is good.
That's good.
Well, what do you have for us today, Senor Antonio?
As I say, Mr. Bailey, today's reading, the stars, are all about the power of the mind. Starting off with Aries. Be wary of manipulation, mental manipulation, outside influence today. Stay strong. Keep conviction in your mind, Aries. Taurus, the bull. Also about confidence. Have confidence in your thoughts. It is not often you are confident, especially in this rough summer. Be confident this time. These thoughts are with you and on your side. Gemini, the twin. Gemini, you're often reliant on perhaps your other side. Gemini is a two-sided figure. One side is leaning heavier toward a specific thought, a feeling, perhaps a matter with a personal acquaintance or co-worker. Be mentally independent. Lean toward the stronger thought. Cancer. Do not overwork your mind. You're constantly thinking, constantly on your tip of your toes. Do not overwork your mind. Relax. Sit back and watch a movie. Perhaps the Batman movie.
Perhaps.
Leo. As well, Leo is a strong character, especially the Leo woman. Take a break today. Maybe relax with the Cancer with the movie. Virgo, you have a new job, perhaps a new study possibility. There may be outside influence. Think from the heart, Virgo. Do not let the outside influence too much. Think from the heart, Virgo. Libra, be responsible, stay balanced, resist temptation as well, much like the Virgo. Scorpio, the Scorpion. You have been evolving, perhaps growing some new claws, some new thoughts and ideals. Your thinking is transforming. It is a welcoming moment for your thoughts and your feelings. Sagittario, are there strangers coming into your life? I see the strangers with outside influence. Take these strangers, but take them in stride. For you know what you're thinking, Mr. Sagittario. Capricornio, someone else is offering some influence. They're too sensitive, if you will. Take them. In this case, take them. Listen, apply them, use them wisely, Capricornio. Aquarius, the humanitarian of the zodiac sign. Express yourself freely, openly, loudly. Express your thoughts and your feelings to your peers and your family members. They will greatly appreciate it, and it will enlighten your day and perhaps even your week. And Pisces, the fish, I know see Mr. Moody today, but I will channel him my reading through the heart and through these thick concrete walls. Pisces, the fish, be independent of influence as well. Perhaps someone has been trying to enter your mind, your psyche, your consciousness. This is the time to sweep it all away under the rug, Mr. Fitch, and be independent and free of the mind and heart. Mr. Bailey, the stars are always on everyone's side, and today I think they are channeling the most practical of human responses, the thought, the mind.
Oh, well, thank you, Senor Antonio. I feel enlightened now.
See.
I do. Thank you for that.
Fantastic, as always, Mr. Bailey and Miss Eileen and Mr. Benito over here, Mr. Benito Magneto, as always.
We love having you.
Oh, I love being here, Miss Eileen. As always, may the stars be in your heart.
Well, thank you, Senor Antonio. And might I say, thank you for coming in, and thank you for everything that you do. And be safe traveling this weekend.
As you zoom on off of here, right?
See. I have 1 more hour to catch the airplane.
Oh, awesome.
You better go then if you have an hour. If your flight leaves in an hour.
It's okay, Mr. Bailey. I see into the future. I make it. And I be watching the movie and eating the peanuts on the airplane.
Oh, awesome. All right. As long as they're free.
And little bottles of drink. Coca-Cola.
The very little bottles of drink on some airplanes. Well,
Bye-bye.
Senor Antonio, thank
Bye.
you
Bye-bye.
so much for coming in. You have a good one. Bye-bye, Senor Antonio. I love that guy. He's so wacky.
Yeah, I love when he comes.
He's very wacky. I think he's going to go... Is he going to go on our sister station right now? Is he?
Oh, I think he is.
I
since he
can't-
has time, right?
I can't tell. Is he going on our sister station? He is going on our sister station. Audio8ball.com if you want to catch Senor Antonio next door on our sister station. Literally, on the other side of this wall is where they are. It's kind of creepy, but cool.
I want to make a Pink Floyd The Wall
yeah.
joke, but I can't think of one.
Oh, gosh.
It's there, Ben. You can. Yeah, I can feel it. You can do it. You can do it. Now, want to get back to our list here of the top 10 showdowns in London Olympics over the next couple weeks here. Number 9, Tom Daly versus Quinn Bowe in diving. Can you say home pool advantage? Daly hopes so. He's from London, and he's looking to defeat the great Chinese diver, maybe even the greatest of all time. In last year's World Champions, Bowe turned in 24 perfect 10s in a row, his highest performing score ever. But Daly isn't intimidated. Bowe, as you can tell, is just kind of reeling in the victory and hoping to carry that train right on over into London this week. So that's number 9. Number 8, you have Roger Ficker and Noah Dvokin in tennis. This is a very fierce match. They are both at the top of their game, both in London and here in the U.S. Look for this to be a very competitive one. Number 7, rather, beach volleyball. We're looking at Kara Walsh and Misty May Trevor versus Lena Fischer and Julianne Fishbar in beach volleyball. Both are very competitive teams. They both know each other inside and out, and both have won before. In 2008, they went up against each other, and it was a very competitive match. We'll keep an eye on that as well. Number 6 on the top 10 showdowns in London to keep an eye on the next couple weeks. You have Veronica Campbell Brown versus Allison Fletz in track and field. For almost a decade, these two have rivaled in the 200-meter dash and a number of other ones, and they are the two best in the world, ranked number 1 and 2, respectfully. So, number 5, we have Japan versus the United States in women's soccer. This is a very competitive one. Last year, the United States blew 1-0 to 2-1 leads against Japan in the final for the Women's World Cup, before ultimately failing 3-2. That means the Most American squad is back for London and intends to exact revenge on the number 2. So we'll see this one, Japan versus the United States women's soccer, number 5. Number 4 on the top 10 showdowns to watch in London, we have China versus the United States in women's gymnastics. Both teams are very, very, very stout this year, and they've gone up against each other in the past. The U.S. looks to take it this week. Number 3, we have Spain versus the United States in men's basketball. It's very competitive. Spain has always been a top threat to Team USA, even before injuries to the American big head Dwight Howard, Chris Bosh, and Blake Griffin as well. But now the U.S. lineup has been sufficiently depleted. The infamous Paul Gasol and Marc Gasol, looking to come back after their success had failed in 2008 when Spain fell to the U.S. for the gold medal game, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Number 2, we have Usain Bolt versus UN Blake in track and field. The 100-meter dash is definitely going to be the one to watch on this one, guys. Keep an eye on them. They're both ranked in the top 5 in the world right now. And the number 1 out of the top 10 showdowns to watch in the London Olympics, Michael Phelps versus Ryan Launch in swimming.
Definitely.
In 2008, Phelps, how many gold medals has this guy?
16?
It's 16.
And counting.
Yeah, 16 gold medals medalist against his biggest rival, and it's already shaping up to be epic. That was before Phelps proved he was up for the challenge later last year, where he where he won 3 out of 4 races. So keep an eye on him. He's bound to wow him again this year in London, just like he did a few years ago in the previous London Games. So we'll keep an eye on that. The 204 meter swims are bound to be very, very, very close. Keep an eye on Michael Phelps for that one. We'll keep an eye on this, guys. It's going to be very competitive, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Extraordinarily.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Now, guys, want to take us out to the freeways again and get a look at those freeways before we have to get out of here. Ben.
Yes, sir.
Ben, we're going to take a look at those freeways
Alrighty.
now. So, yeah, he's like asleep at the wheel up here, man. Go figure. Well, let's go ahead and we'll take you out to those freeways right now. Richard, how are those freeways looking right now?
Well, and those freeways are looking a lot better than they were in the morning. So I'm going to start off with just a couple of things to let everyone know to keep aware of. On the 10 east of Veronica Street, off the ramp, a small dog is actually walking up the off-ramp, so please be careful and proceed with caution. On the 210 east 605 connection with a dark color Volvo actually blocking the carpool lane, so that's probably going to create some delays there. The 134 east at Central Avenue, that's 134 east. The off-ramp, there's a wreckage to look out for, so please be careful. It's right off the off-ramp. On the 10 east at Atlantic Boulevard, there's a car collision leaving the left lane blocked. Also on the 57 south and 91 west, there's a mishap blocking the left lane. And if you're on the 210 west at Lake Avenue, there's a disabled vehicle on the left shoulder with some onlookers, of course, creating some traffic. Want more Mount Rock? You got it. Log on to mountrockradio.com to listen to your station whenever you want. I'm Richard with your traffic update right here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock.
Very nice, Richard. Thank you very much for that traffic update.
Sure.
Now I know how to get in and out of LA. Now I know.
Now you know.
Now, guys, one of my favorite segments in the show now, Ben can attest to this, one of my favorites. Let's check out some wacky news here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock. It's an Olympic venue that Barbie would love. The gymnast at the number 2 arena in London will be seeing plenty of pink. The floors where the competition will take place is covered in an array of eye-popping pink fabrics. The U.S. men's team captain, Jonathan Hort, jokes that he had to squint while practicing. British men's team member Sam Oldham says that the pink is, quote, definitely a bit in your face, unquote.
Oh, I can bet.
So it's just the perfect venue for Ben. He'd love it. It's pink everywhere. It's amazing.
Oh, God, I could feel the death looks going through the window.
Feel it. You could see it on our webcam as well. So
Yeah.
I had to plug that. So he's a UFO, an unbelievably falling object. Skydiver Fearless Felix Bugham took a plunge from more than 18 miles high. That's 3 times higher than the cruising jetliners. But that's not enough for him. Yesterday, the stratosphere leap is just a warm-up for the record-breaking jump. He hopes to skydive from an altitude of 23 miles, or 125,000 feet. In about a month. He will also wants to go supersonic, breaking the speed of sound with his body. With yesterday's jump, Fearless Felix plans his record attempt for the skies above Roswell, New Mexico. The town helped ignite UFO craze after a supposed flying saucer crash back in the late 1940s. Supersonic.
You know what? How do you prepare for that?
I don't know. I mean, he did an 18-mile jump.
Is that even
18 miles
possible?
high?
That's possible.
He did the 18, but you need breathing apparatuses of some sort.
Obviously. No, as in going supersonic from just falling. Is that even possible?
Yeah.
I suppose if you're falling for that long a time, I suppose, but I'm not a physicist. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Now, it's not quite working overtime, but a former Connecticut police captain is in trouble for having sex while on duty, including twice while in overtime.
Wow.
Authorities charged Pennell had 23 tirades while on the clock in just over a year and a half. The Britain police official retired last December after an investigation was launched, but the New Britain Herald reports that he is still receiving a pension for about $51,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a fate much better than butter for Larry the Lobster. Don McKinney bought the 17-pound lobster at Waterford, Connecticut restaurant, but the lucky Larry wasn't heading for a pot of boiling water. Mackenzie instead released the big crustacean back into the Long Island Sound.
Oh.
Mackenzie won't say how much he paid the dock restaurant to take Lucky Larry off the menu, but Mackenzie tells a local paper that it's the most expensive lobster that he never ate.
I can bet. Well, good for the lobster.
And he's back in the bay, and you know he's gonna have a good life.
He's
there,
probably
so.
preaching to the other lobsters. They're like, "Hear me, my brothers and sisters.
I made it.
The humans of the land, they are not such animals as you predict. They let me go. I'm huge."
Wow.
Seriously, can you just see like a bunch of lobsters standing in like a church, just listening up to this guy? It's like, "Hear me, glory, hallelujah."
Very true, Ben. Very true.
Yes.
Now, Rudy Hagen is packing heat.
Oh.
A couple of crooks found this out the hard way. The 89-year-old South Carolina widow chased off 2 bandits with her .38 caliber pistol that she pulled out from under her mattress.
That's right.
Hagens tells the local paper that the gun belonged to her late husband, who died more than 20 years ago. Authorities say that the 2 suspects were later busted after a bypasser noted their license plate number. Can you imagine that? Walk into Granny's room, all of a sudden she pulls out the little .38.
Well, yes, I heard that
Get
they were
out of my house,
they were
Shani.
right. 2 of the men were right outside her bedroom door.
Yeah, and
I mean,
all of a sudden
wow.
just pull out, and there you go.
Oh yeah,
Home security.
and they ran, and they caught him.
There
so
you go.
good.
There you go.
Home security. You're doing it right.
Absolutely. Now, a story out of Utah. Cars at the Utah track are fast, but they're not very big. Former professional snowboarder Jeff Davis now owns an indoor racetrack for remote control cars.
Wow.
Yes, the Intermountain RC Raceway is in what used to be a supermarket in the town. Davis says the first time he saw the little RC racers, he was blown away. That was in the early 1990s. Davis tells the Salt Lake Tribute that the RC cars do about 30 miles per hour, but the point is it's an equivalent to about 300 miles an hour given their size, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's cooler, Granny with the pistol, indoor racetrack, or Larry the Lobster. I love me some wacky news. It's always good.
Oh, yeah.
Now, guys, we only got about a minute left,
Yes.
give or take here. Final thoughts heading into Olympic weekend. We got to do this fast. Final thoughts, Ben.
USA, USA.
Very good. Eileen, final thoughts.
Ping pong, one to watch. Ping, 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 pong,
Ping,
pong,
ping.
pong. Yes.
Ping, 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 pong,
That's
pong,
why it's
pong.
named ping pong, because of the name, because of the sound. Got it.
Makes sense. So, you can check us out next week right here on 90.1 FM Mount Rock, or our website, mountrockradio.com. Next week, it's a very special week, guys. We have Off the Beaten Track Week. We're playing all B-sides next week.
Yes.
All B-sides. All 110%. So that's going to be really cool. Now, guys, we got about 20 seconds left. So for everyone here at the Morning Climb,
Yes,
have a
Eileen Tay.
Eileen Tate. We also have in our studio
me, Ben Magnet.
I'm Alan Bailey. Have a very safe weekend. Have a very good weekend. Enjoy the Olympic Games.
Yes.
And as Eileen and Ben said, USA, USA. Have a good one, everyone.
KSAK Walnut.